Hi, my name is Aaron Yates. I'm the owner of KerrvillePhoto.com and Texas Pro Sound and Video. KerrvillePhoto.com is a subsidiary of Texas Pro Sound and Video. We offer photographic, videography, audio, and other multimedia services around the Kerrville area and throughout the state. The video today is specifically for our real estate clients who take delivery of photographs via a link that I provided in an email. We're going to talk about how to get those onto your computer in various different sizes that you might be using either on the MLS, on Realtor.com, other websites, or your own company website, also in slideshows and things like that. There's lots of different uses for these photos, therefore there's lots of need to have them in a bunch of different sizes, and luckily the link that we send you via email has those photos already broken down into various sizes for you, and you'll just have to decide which ones to pick and where to use them. So this is my homepage here. This is KerrvillePhoto.com. If you ever have any questions or any need to contact us, this is the best way to take a look at our services and be able to get a hold of us here. What I'd send you in an email, though, most likely is going to be your invoice, and it's also going to be a link directly to a gallery. This is the website where I host all of our photo galleries. This is aaronyates.smugmug.com, as you can see in the address bar here. This is a place where the general public can come and see all the pictures that I take and make available to the public. There's sports photos on here, real estate photos, event photos, things around town, a lot of people, and portrait photos that I've done as well. So feel free to explore those in your spare time, and if you need any photographic work on anything like that, be sure to give us a call. When you get an email from me, though, you're going to be linked directly to one of these galleries here. I've got in another tab up here, I've got open a link to a specific gallery. This one is a home that we photographed on Larry Lee for 4 premier properties. And this is a beautiful home on a cul-de-sac that we photographed right at twilight one evening. So most of the time when you get the email, you're going to open up to the first page of photographs of a house like this. And as you can see here, when you kind of hover your mouse over the main photograph here, these are thumbnails here, and this is the main preview of whichever one you click. We click this one, this photograph's going to load up here. We click down here, here we have this one loading up. These are small previews. You can get lots of various sizes here. When you hover your mouse over this image, we have this little toolbar come up here, and we have some choices for small, medium, large, extra large, 2x, 3x, and original. Each of these is going to be a different image size. If we click on the word small, we're going to have this real small image come up here. This might be a useful size for you if you're going to put several images on your website. You probably want to talk to your webmaster or look up the MLS standards or Realtor.com standards and see exactly what size of photo that you need. We have small up here on the top. I can click through and go to the medium size, the large size, 2XL. Will take a little bit longer to load, and we can click all the way to the O, which is the original size. And as you can see, this is way too big to even display properly on your screen. It's just the original images that we create are huge. There's a couple different reasons that we make the big ones available to you. For one, if you're going to use this in any kind of a publication, the producer of the magazine or the newspaper is going to want to have the large image size to work with, and then they can reduce it to their needs at that point. But if they have the original to work with, they're a lot better off. So we make all the different sizes available to you. If you're just going to use it on MLS, you're probably going to want to stick to a medium or large photo size here. You can see either one of those are good choices. They're good to view on the web for most standard browsers. But those are the decisions we're going to have to make, and before we do that, we need to create a place on your hard drive that's going to hold the images. And I'm working in Microsoft Windows XP. Some of you will have newer operating systems such as Windows 7, or you may have a Mac. The same techniques hold true. This is the way that you get there is maybe a little bit different. But what I've done, I have a place on my computer on a hard drive called my N drive that hold all of my photos. And I organize mine by year. What you would probably want to do is have a place inside of your My Pictures folder or somewhere similar to that where you're going to put all of your real estate photos, all of your listing photos. Here I've already created a new folder called Real Estate Photos. If you don't know how to create a new folder, when you're in the directory where you want the new folder, all you do is go to File, New, and then click on Folder, and then you can type in a name for the folder there. I'm going to delete that folder because I don't need it. But I'm going to go inside my real estate photos, and I've created a folder called Larry Lee 108. The address that we shot is 108 Larry Lee, but I always put the address number last. And the reason is, by the time you have hundreds of listings like most real estate professionals have, you're going to have tons and tons and tons of galleries in here. You're not just going to have one. And to me, I like to be able to search through. I remember a street name, and all the numbers run together. I never remember what number. So I know if I shot a house on Larry Lee, I can sort it alphabetically and go down to the L's and say, oh yeah, it was Larry Lee 108, sure enough. And then I can double click, get inside that folder, and manipulate those images. But anyway you decide to do it, as you can see here, I have just a real estate photos folder, and inside this folder I'm going to put all of my addresses. I'm going to have Larry Lee, we can have Elm Street and Main Street, all these different streets inside with their corresponding addresses. And when I come inside here, this is an empty folder, and this is where I'm going to go ahead and save all of my images that I grab off of the website. So switching back over to our gallery here, I'm going to close this. Normally when you get an email, and you click on the link, this is where you're going to go. You're going to go to a gallery. This one has 41 images in it. We're previewing the image here on the right hand side, and we have all the thumbnails listed on the left hand side. So the first thing we're going to want to do is decide what size of image that we're going to take from the website. You can take a couple of different sizes. You could take the original and the medium version if you like. I recommend probably at some point grabbing the original version, because you're going to want to keep those just in case you ever decide to go to press with some of the photos, or you have a need for them to go somewhere else besides just the MLS. It would be good to start with the original size and keep a backup there. So I'm going to say that for our MLS, we decided we want the medium size photograph. So here when I clicked on the word medium, it brought up this medium size image here. And underneath is a file name that's very long. In this case, this is an HDR photograph that combines several different images into one. But in any case, I'm looking at photograph number 1 of 41. This is medium size, and I want to keep this photograph and save it into the folder that I just created. So with my hand over the image, my cursor over the image, I'm going to right click and hit Save Picture As. I'm going to navigate to the folder where I created the subfolder that I want to keep. For me, that was in my InDrive, Photos, Real Estate Photos, Larry Lee 108. At this point, I may decide to make one extra subfolder inside Larry Lee 108. I may want to make a folder for medium and a folder for original sizes if I'm going to do this exercise for both original and medium. In this case, I'm just keeping the medium, so I'm not going to worry about it. The image size that the browser gives me when I chose to save this file is too long in my opinion. I think all we need to do is call this 01, and we'll go 01 through 041, or 01 through 41 for our image file name. You'll notice these are JPEG images, which is a standard image format for the web, and I'm saving in the correct directory Larry Lee 108, which is on my InDrive, in Photos, Real Estate Photos, Larry Lee 108. So I'm in the right place. All I'm going to do is click once inside here where I can type in my own file name and just type in 01. And that's what I want to name this file. Since I'm on number 1 of 41, I'm going to save it in there. And that's it for that photo. That photo is saved. If you're going to save the whole series, as in 1 through 41, just click on this little button here to go to the next image. We're on image 2 of 41. We still have the medium size. So once again, I'm just going to right click, Save Picture As. I can see number 1 is already saved in that folder, and I'm in the same Larry Lee 108 folder, so that's correct. And I'm on image 2, so I'm going to type in 02 and save. I'm going to continue doing this once again on image 3. This is a vertical image, but it works the same way. It's still a medium size, so I'm going to right click, Save Picture As, 03, and enter. You notice I'm hitting enter when I do that. For instance, on image 4, I save Picture As. I'm typing in 04, You can also come over here and click on save, whichever you find easier, and whichever one you can remember. I like to just hit the enter button because it's a little bit faster. So image 4, here comes image 5. You would do this a whole bunch of times until you get all the way through to the last image. I'm not going to do all of those today because this is just a short example to show you how to save them to your hard drive. But that's the exercise that you would go through. Finding the image, making sure you're on the right size, saving the picture as, typing in the file name you want. This is number 10. And doing that for all of your images. As I recommended, at some point you should probably grab these O file sizes, the original file sizes, and maybe save them on another subfolder inside your Larry Lee folder. That'll just give you a backup just in case you ever need them and you can't get to the internet for some reason, then you'll have them. But basically that's it. You're going to go through that same exercise for all of the image galleries that we send you, and save the images to your disk and then use them wherever you like, and on MLS, on your personal website, and on other real estate aggregation sites like Realtor.com. If you have any questions, once again, this is our website, kerrvillephoto.com. You can click on the contact us button. My email address here, aaron@txpsv.com, also Kurt, and telephone number 830-214-7635. Thank you for watching.